Hi guys, this is ADC. Welcome to another Focus On. Today we're going to talk about Lord Aliskh and also Mahawk. Two strong not zeros released in a couple of days ago by Firik. So let's start with this mage here. So Lord Aliskh is the EX of the previous week. So let's take a look at his roles. First skill. Single yellow dice, fireball 160 multiplied for each red die here. So that's a pretty interesting start, since it is a minor, tiny fireball, but also it can be a pretty strong, powerful fireball that synergizes with critics also. If you go full red and yellows, then it will be a great fireball. Also, it is a promising start, since a ton of minus damage will be delivered by this mage, but right from the start. So it is Lord Aliskh. It somewhat remembers me of Amidaraxar. Amidaraxar is a powerful support hero, a group debuffer. The two Lord Aliskh and Amidaraxar share something in common. They have two skill sets completely based on minus damage, but Lord Aliskh takes this a step further, where Amidaraxar was all about minus damage and also to debuffing other heroes. Lord Aliskh here is not a group debuffer, but it has a stronger output and also fireball right from the start, a ton of minus damage. So it is a really great hero. Let's see his second skill right here, red and blue, fireball 360 and blue turns red. Keep in mind this activation here, this blue turning red, because it's a key point to Lord Alisk's performance. Third skill, two red dices, 2 times fireball 200. That's a tiny fireball, but a double fireball, so synergizes with plus damage, of course. And also you will hopefully activate this skill twice every single time, since if you roll 3 reds and 1 blues, or 2 reds and 2 blues, you will always perform 2 times this fireball, so 4 fireballs of 200 of value. So that's pretty good. So he has 120 strength. He is a mage, human mage, of course, nodes. So about his perfect rules, as you can see, he has a low output, of course, 2200 here, 1900, 2100. So it is around 2000, so it is pretty consistent and also flexible, really flexible, due to this first skill here. That's really flexible. And so since his rolls are so flexible, and also since he delivers so much minus damage, of course his output is a little bit lower than usual. So it is not a strong hero in the sense of raw numbers, but he has a ton of minus damage, so it is a nightmare for each multi-hitter in the metagame, and also for a couple of hybrid multi-heavy hitter. As you know, a lot of heroes right now are not multi-hitter and not heavy hitter also, but they are something in the middle. So they have 5-6 activations, 5-6 attacks, and so even against those heroes, Lord Aliskh will perform really well. So about his pros, of course, top class hindering powers. It is really one of the top class, one of the best hindering heroes in the game. So probably it is on par with Hate and with Amidaraxar, of course. Hate and Amidaraxar as also they have also party utility, and also they debuff the opponent's group. Lord Aliskh, of course, it is not a group debuffer, but it is really a strong mage, a strong, powerful fireball mage. So very flexible rolls, as I said. As for his cons, of course, Heavy Shocker can easily catch up to him. Of course, Lord Aliskh is not suited for big guys with strong shocks, or even against strong powder users, strong heavy hitter. So it will lose against something like maybe Pukos or Heavy Shocker, and of course something like that. And also Purifiers quenches flames. So be aware that Lord Aliskh will lose against Lady Elite, against every Purifier in the game. Swords are detrimental, of course, and so you have to be careful. Lord Aliskh is not a standalone that can perform well against every opponent. You need to carefully match up him, and so he has a lot of synergies. Of course, he synergizes with Carcasse, of course, as every mage does. Astria, yeah, Astria will be a suboptimal buff, since he does not deliver a ton of attacks, but it will perform well with Astria. A good amount of damage will be added with Astria's skills, so that's good. Also with Blanche, of course, Milad, but Milad is not a powerful hero right now, so Blanche and Astria will be his major options here. Then with Telendar and Artazil, of course, Artazil will be really great with Lord Aliskh. Keep in mind that Lord Aliskh seems to be not great with criticals, but with a bit of carefulness, criticals will perform really well with him, with this fireball here, going up to 480 in a in a minute, so that's good. Also with Pithi, of course, Pythia here, it's good with every nodes. So Lord Aliskh is a great addition to the nodes environment, and also to the mages as well. So it's a great hero. Everyone is playing him in the lower leagues. I didn't see him very much these days in Champions League. I dropped down to Champions League due to a lot of bad rolls and unlucky games. But right now I'm in Champion. I cannot play a ton of games, so I'm stuck in Champion right now. I don't know if I'll find the time tomorrow to climb back up to the Master League, but who cares? In these days, I'm not really concerned about my ranking. I play just for fun and also to get the cards. Maybe in 1 or 2 months, I will have the time to go to become competitive again, but who knows? So Lord Aliskh is good. I have not already tried it, but I'm looking forward to. I want to try it with a Nods team, and also maybe with a Mage team, with coupled with a Midaraxar, and maybe with Abraxal and Artazil. I don't know. I have some ideas for this guy, so it's good. His artwork is pretty badass. So just play this fire guy and deliver some fireball in the metagame. So today was this week was the Nods week. Monday release of this of this week was Mahawk. Mahawk is a strange Japanese-looking, anime-looking guy with an enormous axe on his back. So it is a crazy design here. First skill is 2 reds, 1 yellow, fuck ice elves. That's the skill name. So hit 600, 900 versus ice elves. So an ice elf counter was needed, since the ice elves teams are really strong and consistent in the metagame right now after the patch. I'm really excited about them. They went straight back to the metagame, so that's good. So Mahawk wants to counter some elves by adding this crazy hit right now, right from the start, and also with a powerful sword phase without a strength buff that will cause to lose against Lady Bean, of course. So first skill, this crazy hit here, a real great synergy with Dakiza here. Second skill, red and blue, hit 250 for each blue dice, and also blue die turns words, becoming swords. So that's pretty standard nods like skill with this colored flavor, and also that's pretty standard. If you every activation gets weaker and weaker, so that's similar to Breyer. Breyer was a previous hero. Let's see if I can find him. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is similar to this shield here from Brewer, so that's good. And also this last skill, 2 reds, damage plus 200, and a single red becoming sword. So as for his rolls, as you can see, he has a great potential. Ultra double rainbow here 2600, 2200 with this, but 2800 versus ice elves, 2800 draconic whirlwind 1, 2700 here, 2400. So he has a great output, especially against ice elves, of course. So it is a counter card. You will play him if you expect to meet a lot of elves team. Otherwise, he is a suboptimal choice, suboptimal hero to play in the Kiza environment, since there are stronger heroes than him, Pukos, for example, of course, but also Quebec and other heroes, other warriors. But it is a nightmare for the ice elves, so it's good. It was needed, a specific counter to ice elf was needed, so I'm happy to see it. So it is a mage, it is a warrior, of course, and a human. So he synergizes with the Kiza, of course, that's his primal buffer. With Artrazil, yes, suboptimal, but that's good. Blanche, yeah, a little bit with Blanche. He is not, of course, a multi-hitter, but Blanche is good, I suppose. Gakusha, but yeah, I don't like Gakusha so much with this guy. There are so many better choices with Gakusha. Quebec, Armada, or Pukos, of course, and others. Icarasti, neutral strength, of course, that's good. Pros, immense potential, high damage output, and mostly immune to smite. He says fuck off to Lady Bean, that's what was needed. So as for his cons, dodge soak up most of his burst damage. Yeah, Mahawk suffers dodges very much. So if you expect to encounter Marauder teams with Gemini and with, I don't know, Chantelane and others like that, you will not play Mahawk. Mahawk is really weak against dodge. He's vulnerable to Woolwork, but that's not a great vulnerability at all. Backstab is still somewhat effective given his high sword presence. Yes, of course, Mahawk doesn't rely on strength, on pure strength, but anyway, he has a lot of swords, so backstab can be a bit troubling, but that's not much. So as for my personal opinion, Lord Aliskh is a meta guy, I think, is meta worthy. Mahawk is a pretty specific counter. I am not so excited about him in general, but I'm happy that he is out there. If these Ice Elves guys will be too present in the metagame, we will see him. Otherwise, he will be like a silent sentinel in the metagame, waiting for some Ice Elf to slaughter. So that's really good. So this January was a great month as for now. So December was the best, but January was great. So I'm waiting to see next week's EX, and probably the next patch. I'm so excited about the patches, so that's good. So as for tonight, I will end here. Let's play Mahawk and go slaughter some elves. As for tonight, ADC is out. Let's see in another video.